Good morning, traders. This is a live trade recap. I took one trade this morning with XELA and I have it on video. I'm going to go over it right now. If you like this sort of thing, hit the like button. If you'd like to see these videos every day, hit subscribe. I upload my trades every single day, win or lose. As always, I have Webull open. I start with the top gainers list, select pre-market, click on all, and then whatever's in the top 3 stocks organized by volume, I look at. So XELA was number 1. This wasn't up here when I was trading. Let's get to the video and I can show you exactly what was up while I was trading. This is right around 4 a.m. XELA number 1, MNOV, and I guess, no, so EYES eventually popped up there. So let's get to the trade. So there's my Wednesday watch list. I've got XELA up, I've got MNOV, and you can see that on MNOV, it's trading higher than it was the previous day, but not higher than the aftermarket. So at this point, I can't take a trade. It has to be over that 1225. And XELA, on the other hand, is trading both higher than the aftermarket session and the previous day. So on this one, all I'm waiting for is a pullback. So I'm just marking out the high on MNOV so that I know, an easy visual reference when the price gets over it, just in case I need to look for an entry on that. But I'm focused here on XELA, watching the price move up. Oh, and then, so I always have my laptop open with the screener, and EYES popped up on the second or third spot. So I pulled that up, but again, it's not trading as high as it was in the pre-market yesterday. So there's no entries for me to look for in that. So XELA is the number 1 stock that I'm focused on. And this thing really ran up really strong here. There's nothing I can do to get in there. I have to wait for a pullback. That's how my plan and my strategy works. It's extremely risky to try to get in while the stock is pushing up like that. So here's the pullback. This big red candle concerned me a little bit just because, it's lost so much price in short time. But again, that's not really in my plan to worry about. I'm just looking for an ABCD pattern. And as soon as there's a pullback, my strategy says I have to take the first 1-minute candle to make a new high. So it really doesn't matter if this candle's big or small. It's not up for me to decide if the stock is going to rebound after the pullback. Okay, so here is the candle that finally does break out over this 1-minute candle. So the high of this one is 750. So when this one gets to 751 or better, that's my signal to enter. So it took a while. The price just kind of stayed here and hovered around that 740. So let's get close to the actual entry. Notice where the time is. We're more than halfway into that 1-minute candle. I pulled the chart over here so that the candlesticks are very close to the current price bubble. There, 750. So I have to wait till it passes 750 to get in. And once it passed 750, it popped. And you can think, oh man, I missed my ideal entry, which was 751. But at the same time, when these things pop like that, a lot of times that's an indicator of lots of buyers, lots of interest, and the price could continue higher. So I don't worry about that anymore. I just put in my actual entry and where my stop loss is, which is 1 cent below the previous candle that I entered on. And that defines my 2R profit target, which is 859. And I'm pretty much done at this point. I just have to sit here and watch it and see what happens. The only 2 possible outcomes are it hits my stop and I have to stop out, or it hits my profit target. I don't care what happens in between. So let's fast forward a little bit. So I'm just doing like housekeeping while the price moves around, just trying to adjust my horizontal lines there so they're close to where, so the low of this candle is 722, so that's what I want to see there. That way if the price comes down below that red line, I know I have to stop out. This is kind of funny. I actually pulled up my hotkeys. I haven't had to stop out of a stock all month. It's March 10th. So I wanted to remind myself which hotkey was my sell all. So you can see this thing is starting to take off again. Now, of course, it's easy for me to say now I saw it, but anytime these stocks get near their previous high, they often pop when they break over it. And you can see it did a 10-cent move immediately there, and that's people that were holding this thing short that stopped out. So it's like a mini short squeeze there. And then once that happens, it's pretty likely that it's going to, go that extra few cents. Of course, I've already seen what happens. About this time, I pull out my phone and start looking at the Webull comments because those are always entertaining. And then before I could even read 2 comments, I heard the little ding and the profit target was hit. So a successful trade, and I've already had time. It's only 4:23. I'm all done trading. I've already had time to enter the trade into my spreadsheet. Let me show you Webull first. So you can see today's orders, filled orders. That was the only trade that I took all day. And let's go to account performance for today. That's the only trade. For the week, I'm up 1801, almost 3% for the week. This is a small cash account, and I only trade with 10% of my account size on each trade. And if my first trade works out, goes to 2R, I stop trading. If my first and second trade failed, I can take up to 3 trades, and that's it. So I'm almost up 10% this month, which is crazy to think about when you're talking about a small cash account taking 1 trade a day, basically. I mean, look at this. There was only 2 days so far this month where I took 2 trades, and the only reason I took 2 trades here was because I was in both of them at the same time. So when I'm in 2 stocks at one time, I have to wait until either the stop loss gets hit or the profit target gets hit. So some interesting things are, take a look at my risk. You can see that my average risk is right around 6%. And for the week, I'm up 1801. So it looks like I'm going to get close to last week's profits, but even if I don't, that's okay. A monthly profit, I'm already over $53, which is huge, again, for a small cash account like this. So, and I can't believe that I'm still green after all this time. I didn't update this yet, so now it's 10 trades. And 9 out of 10 have been successful. So that's a 90% win rate, which is unbelievable considering, this is 2R all or nothing trading. I don't weak hand the stocks. I don't force green trades, which is something I used to do. So, I'm expecting my average win rate to be closer to 60%. So I can't believe that I have to update that P&L, but I can't believe that I'm, this late into March and still on a green streak. So, but I'm not doing anything outside of my plan. I'm just trading my plan, trading the exact same way every single day. If you go and watch every trade that I've taken this month on my YouTube channel, you'll see I'm doing the same exact thing every day, have the exact same criteria every day. And the risk is almost always the same on every trade. My actual risk percentage, you can see that all these are right around 5%. And here you have an outlier. And then here, these average to about 5%. So pretty crazy stuff. So anyway, hopefully this helps you guys. And I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and hope for the best. And I'll see you in the next video. Always take your stop loss no matter what, and honor your profit targets, and you should be green in the long run. Take care.